you doing? My name is Maurice Comte. I am an actor. I'm starring in the new original Netflix series, Narcos.
Imagine you were born in a poor family, in a poor country, and by the time you were 28 years old, you have so much money you can't even count it.
Narcos is a Netflix original series. It was put together by Jose Padilla, Chris Brancato, and Eric Newman.
Señores, yo soy Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria, haciendo negocios, así que pues fresco. Ustedes eligen plata o plomo.
Having been from Miami and having lived that stuff, I think one of the most interesting things that Jose Padilla does is that he incorporates a more encompassed view, not just of the entire Narcos field, but he also goes more in depth into the actual person that Pablo Escobar was.
Escobar will not go lightly. He will make Colombia bleed.
You know, it's funny with my childhood, especially in context with Narcos. I grew up in Miami during the 80s. So I actually got to see firsthand a lot of the actual chaos, and I got to feel a lot of the fallout from the entire drug war and how it was specifically affecting Miami.
Before long, the Narcos were pulling in $5 billion a year. And that, America couldn't take.
Well, my character is Fabio Ochoa. He's the youngest of the Ochoa brothers. Those guys came from like a wealthy family in Colombia. They were not as vicious as Pablo Escobar was, and they ended up surrendering to the Colombian government. He was in jail for 5 years, so he got out in like 96, I think. But then he started dealing again. And he got caught, and he got extradited to the States, where he's serving a sentence right now.
We were witnessing the formation of the famed Medellin cartel.
I lived through Pablo Escobar's time. My mom almost died, was killed in a bomb in Centro de la 93 in a mall. I was born in 83, so I was 6 years old in 89, and I remember the car bombs, and I remember the kidnappings, I remember all of this. So I think it's good to document it, and I think that's one of the strengths that the show has.
In war, good and bad are relative concepts. This was my war.
No, I don't think the show glorifies anything negative as far as the era that we lived. The era that we lived all around the world was very turbulent. I think what Netflix is able to do is it's able to humanize and put an actual face on the conflict that was going on specifically in that region, and actually bring a voice to these people who a lot of the times have been stereotyped as drug dealers and people of low IQs, farmers. I think what Netflix actually did with characters like mine, because I am a Colombian character, in that is they're able not just to humanize, but to show a more intelligent side. Pablo Escobar was just a bad seed. He wasn't a defining factor of Colombia.
Your party took money from Escobar.
Everyone took money. By the way, it's all American money.
I think that this show may, in some indirect way, play a part in waking people up to this, because we don't want more Pablo Escobars in the world.
We had no idea what we were in for.